Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Eddie here, and today I'm gonna make a little journal. I have this kit that I bought on Etsy. I downloaded it from Janie B Journals. Purchased it from her shop, and it's called Song to the Moon, and it's a scrapbook kit. And what I did was I printed it off on both sides of the paper, so I don't have any white paper. That looks white, but there's actually, if you look closely, it's like a really cool design on the back. So these are double-sided. So I've cut those out. And then for my cover, well, let me tell you more about the kit. It comes with all sorts of ephemera that I went ahead and cut. I don't think you want to watch me cut ephemera because I think that's boring sometimes. But anyway, it comes with 3 different envelopes. So I cut those out, and then in my little bright yellow envelope here, I've cut up all the ephemera, some of which I printed on a heavier cardstock. The pages are printed on the Hammermill color copy paper, the 32-pound stuff I use when I gel print, and that's a good sturdy, but it's not too thick. Of course, I encountered problems on my little cutter thing. I need some new blades, but I'll find a way to make it work. But see, these are some of the postcards, some journal cards, and they just I printed off on a creamy colored cardstock, so I think it just looks a little nicer. It's more vintagey vibe going on. It's got 3 large tags. Like that. Isn't that cool? So I've got all sorts of little goodies here. There's tickets, there's little labels and little tags. So that'll be for the decorating portion. But I want to sew on my cover. So I've got some really cool little plaid fabric here. And I'm going to use that as the front. And then for the inside, I'm using this. This is a master board I created on some watercolor paper that just had some stuff on it that I was like, it's nothing, fancy or special. So I did a little collage with some gel prints, just tore up pieces and just randomly laid them down. I went over it with a little bit of the, with what do you call that, distress ink in the distress photo, vintage photo. Got one. Just went over a little bit to the edges. See, that's the watercolor paper. So now, I thought I had a bunch of padded mailers. Apparently, I've already used them. But anyway, this is sort of a padded mailer. It's like it's a mailer from Walmart. But it has, as you can see, I've used it as a as paper to like spray and do coloring on. So it's a little messy, but it's okay. That doesn't affect it because we're just going to use it as the core. And I cut it down to my pages here. See, these did not print out completely on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So there was a border at the top and the bottom. Partly that was my fault. I could have, made the borders smaller, but I just started printing and I didn't even bother to look at that part, but whatever, it's all good. So I cut everything down to accommodate this. So, cut down to what your insert is. And I thought I'm going to use this on the inside, but first I have to put the fabric down on this side, and I thought this would make a really nice cover. So I want to measure out first how much we're going to use, because I'm definitely not using all of that. And I just need a pair of scissors here. And I'm just going to rip the fabric to size. This is a cotton fabric, so this is really easy to rip. So I want enough, about an inch on all sides, just to go around so that I can fold it in, and then this will be on top. Okay, so see what I'm talking about? All right, so first, let's get this chopped down. I think that's good, yeah. All right. That's one part. And then for the length part, I think, or the height, about here. That's good, that's good. Plenty to work with. And got my scraps here. I can use for something else. Bada bing, bada boom. Fold all that up. Get that out of the way. And it's gonna need time to dry a little bit before I run it through the sewing machine, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tack it down with some of this Scotch permanent glue. And that way it's got a nice adhesion. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put this on my silicone mat so I don't get my other mat worse than it already is. So, and yeah, I'm making these journals. I don't know when they're gonna be available. As of right now, there's nothing available to purchase, but hopefully I will get them out sooner than later. So I'm not going over at 100%. I just kind of, you know, I'm getting the main areas like the corners and stuff. And I'm gonna let this down. Actually, let me lay down my fabric, and then both sides are about the same. I'm just gonna lay down my fabric and then put the insert on top, the glue side down. Okay. Nice and smooth, look at that. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a few different little journals. I've got a holiday one coming up, but I haven't even started on that one. I've got everything printed off, and I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna use for a cover and all that good stuff. But this one will be the first one. This is sort of wintry, not really specifically holiday. This is a more of a wintry journal. Now for the corners, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut here, here, so up and over. And that way, when you come over, you get a nice corner, and it's not going to be all bulky. Get a nice smooth corner there. Cut a little bit more off of here, maybe like that. That should be good. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so let me do that with all four sides. Just, you know what, bigger scissors might be helpful, Eddie. Here, look at this one. Just grab what's closest. I could have done better there, but I need to, I'll adjust it. So go. There we go. To the scrap pile you go. And same thing, I'm going to take a little bit of this glue stick and get just right down the edge there. So what I'd like to do is get it all together, including the inner part, which might have to be adjusted, but I think it's pretty close. And then maybe add some of this ribbon as trim to the edges. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. A little glue for me, a little glue for you. What are you guys working on today? Anything special? Just relaxing, wrapping gifts? I don't know. What you doing? All I'm doing today is making stuff, making videos, making stuff. So, go. Looking for a good gift right now, you can, if you have other artists in your life that you want to give a gift to. Why isn't this? Oh, that's the first one, and I didn't put enough glue. If you go to pmartist.com and check out my designs, you can also get a gift card from PM Artist Studio. I'll put that info in the description box of the video, and let them choose what they want. And it comes in all sorts of denominations, so prices for every budget. And then they also have points, so you earn points on all your purchases. So check that out. It's a good way to get the shopping done without too much stress, right? So I think I'm gonna trim this up just a little bit. Although, I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm afraid it's gonna stick out too much, because once you fold something like this, it tends to, scooch out a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna give it a little trim on this, on all four sides. So let me get that board back up. I need a ruler, and I need a cutter. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna go this way. It's easier to see what I'm lining up to. So maybe just like a sliver on each side, maybe. About a 1/4 inch. Actually, no, that's less, sorry. About 1/8. Here we go. To the other side. And I did round the corners, so I'll go ahead and re-round them once I've trimmed this all up. I think from the bottom part, see, this keeps coming up. That needs more glue. I think I'm just gonna cut off some from the bottom to make it a little more even. I think this should do it. Journal. So go there. This will go here. Feeling it's a little lopsided, so I'm gonna straighten it out a little bit. Don't like it crooked like that. Right. Gently, carefully, steadily, so you don't cut your fingers off. And a little bit more here. There we go. Lock it up. Don't cut yourself. Don't want blood all over your journal cover, right? All right, I think that's good now. I may have to just need to refold it. I shouldn't have scored it first, but you know, I was trying to get ready for you guys, and I just wanted to do it as much as I could before I got it all down. I mean, before I got the video going, so that's why. Let's see here, come on. This is a watercolor paper, so it's a little stiffer than what I usually have. That's better. It's not 100%, but it's better. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good there. Is that good? How is it? I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead. You just don't want to stay down, do you? And put the glue down on the back and transfer it to this part of the cover. Doesn't matter which way it goes up. So let me do that now. Put a little, which is the top? That's the top for me. Yeah, I've decided that's the top. I didn't say that, did I? But I've decided that is my top part. And for this, I'm going to use some silicone mat. I like this stuff too because it's permanent, so you don't have to worry about it coming up as long as you know you get it all down and evenly and allow it to dry. And because if you put this through your sewing machine now, it's just going to gum up your needle and it's not good for your machine. So just a little in the middle parts here, just to make sure everything holds steady. I think that's good. And I've got some dyed pages to mix in with the journal pages that I have, the printable kit. I have some new like vintagey ephemera and book page and all that. So yeah, I'll get some of that out too. Mix it all up. So I think, do we want to put this on the inside or are we putting this on the outside? This trim here. I think I want to put the trim on the inside. I think, like just right down the edge. That'd be good, right? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up. Get it down. Before I change my mind. A little glue. I think that'll be really cool. Come on, stop moving. I'll start misbehaving now. Don't start now. Just gonna go around. And the glue dries clear. Don't worry about that. That is a a must for me when using adhesives. Little burlap will never hurt. All right, one side to go. Why are you coming up? Come on. You silly bugger. There's always one that needs more attention than the rest. Very true. All right. All right, I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna sew it up and then I'll come back and we'll keep working on the book. Okay, cover is ready to go. Look at that. It turned out really, really well. I impressed myself. So it's a nice sturdy cover, and it's only gonna be a one signature journal. But let's go ahead. I pulled out some pages that I want to use in here. So I've got, actually these two postcards I've got. These are both vintage. And if you can see here, that's somebody's handwriting. That is the sender's handwriting. Look at how beautiful that is. And you can see all the glittery bits on the postcard there. And then on the back, see, it's the person's writing, Miss Rosie Demuth from Scranton, Pennsylvania. That's who it was going to. And you see the original stamp here, and then the cancellation mark, or postage mark. It says the Rotograph Company, New York City, Germany. Oh, interesting. So this is from Teresa. Not beautiful? And here's another one. This is really cool. This goes perfectly with our printable papers. It's a beautiful deer. And this is from Concord, New Hampshire, going to Manchester, New Hampshire. I don't think it was ever sent. There's no stamp or anything. But the date is 1963, October 24th, 1963. Maybe they handed it to them, I don't know. I thought that was really cool. So those will be used in the book. And then I have some vintage book pages. This is an advertisement for men's neckwear and Amelin. I don't know what that is. What a fool idea. He just finished a bath before coming to that. Something about a bath product. I'm not reading all that, but apparently he doesn't like to be stinky. So I got that. And then I cut let's see, some music paper, some old music paper, and this is an old, I think it is a description of this rug here. It says Chodor bag face. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Well, anyway, it's a description. I think it's a book of rugs, like a catalog. So that'll go in there. So let's go ahead and fold these bad boys up. I'm gonna take my time. So I want to figure out first which page we're going to do first. I think this will be the center part. All right, so that's going to be the center. And then we have, what do we want for the first page? Maybe that. Well, I like this for the first page. All right, so we have our first page. And then, here, so. Well, we could do this one here. And then do this one. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll do this one here. And then this one goes in the middle, so we're going to put this one right in there. So let's see. So we'll go like this. That's what I'm trying to do. That's how it should go, right? All right, so page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'll do this one like this. Yes, just like that. Okay, so we got that. Now we need to plug these guys in. Let's see. And these will have to be trimmed up. Make sure they're folded half. Not folded perfectly, so let me just give it a little adjusting here. Problem is, my hands are too dry and so is this paper. All right, there we go. So these pages are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, roughly 7 3/4 inches tall. So that's what we want our paper at. That was my funky ruler. This guy here. So I'm going to cut some from the top. Let's see here. So it's basically just the blank margin. So just get that off there. Give that a nice deckled edge. Take a little bit more up here. And that should do it. Yeah, beautiful. And for this, it's pretty much the same thing. Take it off the margins. Just a little more, about 1/4 inch off each margin. Get there. This is a nice heavy paper. It's like just below a cardstock, I would say. It's nice. Right, that'll go there. And this one, I want to straighten up a little bit more. I want to keep that cool bound, the edge where you bind. So, 1, 2, 3. Maybe right here. All right. All right, so I have those pages. I've got some coffee and paint dyed pages, basically. There's a bunch of all kinds of stuff in there. And let me just fold these guys in half. I took it out of order, didn't I? All right, I'm a dinkus. What was I doing? So these two, there. Okay, so let's see. That to the book or the dyed paper, and then maybe do some music. How about that? Come on. They all stuck now? Oh boy, here we go. Stick them. And then we have this beautiful page. I love this background page. Very, very nice. Very my colors. And I think for that one we'll do some of this. And then for owl, we can do maybe do this page here. Actually, I'm gonna do it the opposite way. So I'm gonna see the rug first. Oh wow, that's folded really badly, Eddie. Wow. Get it together, man. Okay, so we have that there. And we'll do another book page. Or I keep calling it a book page. It's just a dyed page. Get that there. Oh, and isn't that wonderful? All right, so we're going to go through each one of these and fold them up. Get them nice creased so they all fit together nice and snugly. And the most important thing I've learned putting together journals is always make sure everything is right side up, the direction you want before you put any stitching through it. Because that is the worst part when you're trying to put the book together. Once you're done, it's all together and you flip through and like half the pages are the wrong way around. So, yeah, no, think about that. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I did. Now, if you get to that point and you haven't tied up your stitch yet, if you haven't knotted it, go ahead and, gently remove the thread and start again and after you readjust your pages. I mean, you could do it after you've knotted it, just cut the string, but, if you're trying not to waste your book string, that would be a good time to do it before you knot it. But I try to double check. Oh, look how nicely that goes. Look at that. It's almost a match. Wonderful. I love when things work out awesome. And I'm gonna have to redo these because I think I'm putting them in the wrong direction again, or the wrong order, but that's what I do. That's why they call me Wrong Order Eddie. Now you can still see some of the white on the edges of these pages, but that's because I haven't inked them yet, so that will be next. So here we go, we're gonna put them in order now. This way, and this way. I've learned not to make this part as stressful as I used to. I used to make this part of the book process very difficult on myself just because I would give myself like a million options and it's like, oh, okay, just pick a few things and then if you need to add more, you add more. Just pick a few things and stick with them. Just makes life easier. Although this one, I'm gonna switch. This one. Maybe here, and this one. Although, no, this is supposed to be the center. The center is supposed to be this one. Oh, I'm such a dilly-dally. This is the center. That goes there. I think this can go there. Let's give a quick flip through. A deer in the right direction. The writing is in the right direction. Oh, hooty hoot hoot. And we're coming up on the center. this is your center. Although no, I think I'm gonna do, that's what I want originally. That's how I wanted it. This here, and then this is the center. Spot on. Let's get everything lined up as best we can. That's good. Just tap everything down a little bit. What's this? That's that. That's okay. I'm not worried about all that. I'm just going to line it up as best I can and sew it in. So I'm gonna get my little kits. But where did I put it? I packed up some stuff, and so I'm kind of like still looking for things. Oh, I have clips in here. So I'll do that. Let's use some of these binder clips. Take my ruler. I like going right down the center here, getting it all smushed in together. And that one page is going to give me a headache. Come on, get in there. Should put that part at the top. Yeah, maybe that might be more helpful. All right, again, take the ruler, go in there. That helps get everything right into that, to the center. And I'm gonna clip one side gently. Click the opposite side. And this is where you want to just take your time, because things can shift as you're clipping and clapping, and you want to make sure everything is just right for you. And you don't need to, but I like to go ahead and clip the other two sides as well. So I'm not letting anything slip around. If it's a little bit wonky, that's okay. No big deal. All right, let's get that all smooshed down. Now we want to get our holes in, but I think I have correct. I wonder if this will work for this one. Yeah, this was the one I used for my last book. So I'm going to get this, but I need to center it up and flatten this out a little bit. And this is about pretty much the length of this book, a little smaller. And I can keep an eye on the center here. Actually, I'm just going to hold it up to the center, and then next to it, put in my marks. Now, I need a marker. Yep, it's this little Sharpie. So here we can do a first hole. Can you see that? Yeah, I can see that. All right. And then we'll do our center one out there. And the bottom one about here. Awesome. Now I should get something to put this on so I can punch the holes and not make holes in my board here. I have some cardboard. here. There's a little box. Got my awl. Got a brand new one. This one's nice and sharp. So a little pressure. Don't need much. It should go right through. Yep. See? Right through. All right. We're doing good. We're doing good. Now I just need to mark my book here. And for that, I like to turn it inside out and mark my pages, because this is, yeah, this is where I want it. So I'm gonna hold my book up to the center here and line it up to where I want it. And then with the same marker is mark where the holes are along the spine of the signature here. See that? Right there. And then, so everything should line up wonderfully. This makes holes a little bigger than your typical book awl, but it's okay. Don't mind. All right, there we go. So let me get my needle and thread. All right, crisis averted. Found my needle and thread. And typically I do about 3 times the length of the book, or the height, really I should call it. So I'll do one or 2, and about 3. Okay, that's a rough estimate. Snippety doo dah dang. All right, so let's see if I can do this without my glasses. This end needs to be twisted up a little bit. There we go. All right, let us start at the end here. All right, we're going to go in through the center. Through the center there. And make sure you leave yourself a little tail to hang on to. And then we're going to go through the top, which is, I believe, there. Yes. Get that perfectly. And then we're going to go through the, all the way back to the other end, like there. Grab my little end here before I lose it. And then what you're going to do, carefully come back in through the center. And what I mean by carefully is make sure you don't get into that other thread that's already there, because if you split that, it's going to cause you some problems down the road. All right, so there we go. That's it. That's our simple pamphlet stitch. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that's right. Is this the correct way? I think it is, and if not, it's gonna stay. No, it's all good. All right, so you got your little 2 strings here. You're gonna cross the bridge one way, give it a nice tug, and then we're gonna go the other way and give it a final knot. And let's see if I can do this. I'm not good at doing the bows here. My fingers are too fat. Yeah, that's not bad. Hey. Not too shabby. And cut off some of that excess. And there you have it. think these clips can come off now, Eddie. Yeah. We'll give it a nice smoosh down. And there you have it. Now remember, it's a little stiffer because it's the, I'm using the, what do you call that stuff? That watercolor paper in there. So I want to give it a little love and attention and work with it. It'll be good. So there we go. All done. So in the next video, I'm going to start decorating it with you. All right. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Talk to you later. Bye.